Welcome back to Nissa World Wake. We are going to play more Historic. I've been having fun playing Historic. I am surprised by this fact. I thought Historic had fallen apart. I had started doing Timeless or Standard. But Historic's been kind of fun. My last video, I played Goblins. In it, I was talking about how I thought Goblins might be the truth. Goblins is not the truth. I found this Wilderness Wreck deck um, when I was playing using goblins, and I was like, oh man, this Wilderness Wreck deck seems like it's the truth. It's also not the truth, but it's fun. Sometimes you just play Magic because you're having fun in the format. This card right here is ridiculous. I don't know when or how they played this, but it's draw cards equal to the intensity, and then all of the intensities go up by one. It's notable. We'll put in Verge. It's notable because there's also a red instant that deals damage to a creature equal to the intensity +2 that ticks it up. So every time you cast one of these, it gets better. And then also when you cast the shocks, it gets better. And then you can also snap them back. I've cast this card for 6 multiple times. Just 2 mana draw 6 is really good. Um, Opponent seems to be in a little bit of trouble. And the game has ended. So the goal of this deck is to get a Wilderness Wreck out and just use more mana than my opponent is able to use. So okay, the game's over. That is I'll show it in this next window. That was not a very good game, but it starts with 2. I don't really understand how starting intensity and whatever works, but this will deal 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then this card will draw 1, then 2, then 3, all the way up. But yeah, we're trying to put a Wilderness Wreck in play and just do more with our mana than our opponent does. The deck I found had an extra Calim and 1 less Snap. I think it also might have had an extra Shark Typhoon. I don't know. I like Snap in the deck. Shark Typhoon, I think, is a good one of in really long, grindy matches, but you don't really need more than the one. I might have had an extra Remand. We have actual factual counterspell, so we don't need it. Our opponent's probably playing blue stuff. I'm going to bring in a Force of Negation for good luck and cut a Remand when we're on the draw. Kind of just doing things at random here. But that's what we're getting up to. Sorry, my hair's wet. I just got out of the shower. If there's any Yu-Gi-Oh players watching, a shower is something you're supposed to do once a day, where you get wet all over and put soap on your body. It makes you smell better. It's helpful if you were to attempt to talk to a girl or a boy, female viewers or gay viewers. But yeah, I just got out of one of those. I try to do one every day. We're going to go ahead and draw all 3 of those cards. Those cards seem good. But this is pretty much an instant speed. Ooh. So, Shock isn't good against Psychic Frog. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh players. I was making a joke. I don't know what to do about this frog. Don't exactly have a good answer. I will not be allowing them to have 2 frogs if I can help it. But 1 is already 1 more than I'd like them to have. Ponder. So like this can intensify up to 3. So they'd have to discard like 2 cards. I think the answer is tapped Steam Vents Pass. And the plan is to cast a Planar Genesis on their turn. So far this has been a 2 mana draw 2 that is still a threat. This gets to be a 2 mana draw 2 eventually. Here's hoping. Let's see. We're looking for land off this if we can. If we can. Okay. We cannot. I mean, we don't have 2 red. I'm going to take this. They can't... Oh, sweet. That was what I was thinking between. Main phase Genesis. Are you kidding me? I just went 8 deep and didn't hit a land. We're going to shock this in. We're going to say go. We're in bad shape. I'm quite surprised we just went 8 deep and didn't hit a land. That is not the ideal state of that card in this phase of the game. In some phases of the game, it is. You just want it to be in anticipate. Okay, we got a second red source. We have no red sources. Draw. It's not the basic we wanted. That's pretty good. Opponent has no black sources, but they've determined they don't need any. I mean, I guess if I draw Mountain, I'm okay. So I can Mountain Harbinger, Wilderness Wreck, maybe shoot Frog for 4 or something. We drew a card that says draw 2 cards. 2 mana, draw 2. We then drew a card that says draw 3 cards. Do you see why this card is busted? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay. I mean, I have up actual factual counterspell. They don't have me dead on board. And I do have this kind of time-walky thing I get to do. Is that Kaido? It's an ugly Kaido art. IMO. Okay, I mean, say go. We're just going to keep making land drops. Tap that down, draw. Remand. We remand anything that moves. It could be Mountain. Still could be Mountain, right? Probably can no longer be Mountain. You have gotten me. Okay, let's come up with a plan for Frog. So, I think that game was a great example of how this deck is not that good. Plan for Frog. There you go. Do we have a retroactive plan for Frog? I guess I don't like Force of Negation. What are they casting on their own turn that I wanted 2 for 1 myself for? I don't know. Dismember? They got to discard quite a few cards. Maybe we'll bring in a Dismember. The person who made this deck was really excited about Loch Mare as like the new tech. I don't like it very much. I mean, we're drawing plenty of cards. We don't need a 2-mana 2/3 or 1/2 that is a huge mana sink. We're doing stuff with our mana. You know, that's not the problem. The problem is not dying to a frog. This hand does not die to a frog. What does that even do against me? It's not how these work. I guess it turns off Snapcaster Mages. It makes my Deluges half as good. That's it. Why did I do what I was busy mewing. I guess they can just fear me. Ooh, I should play around Harbinger. Boom. We just played around Harbinger. Okay. Wow. suppose we'll do this and say go. We're the control deck in this matchup, I fear. So they have no reason to believe I have this mountain in my hand. Okay. We're in great shape. We get to do this. We get to hold up Counterspell or Planar Genesis. We leave them just like that. We'll decline. Draw the card we want. And we've guaranteed that this Genesis will hit. Seems good. Nice mulligan and leyline binding. Cling to dust to draw a card. Man, we're having some non-games today. Thought sees me. No, I don't think you will. Okay, this Wilderness Wreck is going down. I'll play my spells. I'll leave up mana that makes sense to leave up. Oh, they have Force of Negation in hand. I will not shuffle. They paused on this. I don't want this getting Force negated. Quantum Riddler. You got it. Would I rather Deluge or Genesis? Oh my gosh. I'll just Deluge. They can Mystic Dispute. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I mean, Planar Genesis main phase. I'm fine just getting this Mirrex in play. Yeah, I'll just put it in play tapped. I can decline it and put it in my hand and then play land per turn. But I think we're happy just having the ramp at this phase of the game. Oh no. Gonna do it on their turn. Can't force that. Alright, I mean, we have a clock. It's right here. Mirrex makes 1/1 with Toxic, so it's like a 5-turn clock if they just sit there and take it. Might be it's a 4 or 5. I have to activate it 4 times, so it's a 5-turn clock. Barrogoyf. That does not get bolted. I will allow them to Force of Negate my 2-mana draw 2 if they've decided. Oh, and it turns this on. Oh my gosh, that was really good. I have exactly one more island in deck, so I'm just gonna go get it. Really want this Shanty to resolve, but I'd prefer Wilderness Wreck to resolve. So I think countering this is foolish, unless they have it twice. They have it force pitching force. Do they have it 3 times? Okay, no, they were just foolish. Okay. Snap is no good other than as a blocker. And it's a fine blocker, so Snap is in. Don't want them just beating me with Barrogoyfs. Pass. So just a chomp. So we've run out of gas. This ley line has come into play. We have run out of gas. I don't know how they deal with the onboard Wilderness Wreck. That is not how. But I don't know how I deal with 2 Barrogoyfs. That's a fantastic start. Ponder or Bolt. That's a real Sophie's choice. This deals with one of the problems. This could be anything. It could even be a boat. I am here to do things. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, we'll make one. Go through combat. We'll untap it all. Maybe I should have taken the bolt. I don't know. I feel like I need a high roll because I'm behind. Heck no. Put that back in your hand. Are they going to counter my remand just to keep me from drawing a card? Oh my gosh, they let me have my card. Ponder. Ponder. Dang, they took my ponder. Why would they do that? I mean, I could have drawn an instant or a land. Cycling land would have been one of my better draws. Borrow Goyf hitting Borrow Goyf. Oh, can you not? Oh, they just decline? Why did they not pick this up? Is that the first creature in a graveyard? No. They could have a Borrow Goyf in their hand. Why did they not do that? Chat, we're looking a little in trouble here. Yeah, but I have 4 mites, so... Oh my gosh, we high rolled it! They have force. Good for them. Alright, good game. I mean, if you're going to have 3 forces, you're going to have 3 forces. Normally, I'd look at what those top 3 cards were. I could have stabilized there if that had hit, but... Yep, that is the problem I have found with this deck. It's just kind of cutesy, and it does run out of gas. A really important thing you want with your Wilderness Wreck decks is to win the game if you have a Wilderness Wreck down. And this deck doesn't. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to crop these together or if I'm going to crop these together, but my recording software crashed. It's never done that before. Luckily, I think it's like recovered the first part of the video. So hopefully I'm just going to be able to splice them together. I was in the middle of game 1 of match 2. We ended up going against Doom Foretold, which is fun, but it just cut out. So dealt with that. I think we're good. So let's see what we can't pull off here. This hand's fine. Planar Genesis on 2 is probably just always what we want to be getting up to. I mean, we have a really good suite of options on turn 2. Just turn 1 tap Breeding Pool, turn 2 Vista. Yeah, don't know what's up with my recording software. Okay. So, funny enough, this is the deck I want to play next. We can never beat humans. Just, what? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I kind of want to let it resolve because I want to see what they're getting up to. But we can't counter their humans. And if you're playing Birthing Ritual, you want your Birthing Ritual on the battlefield. So, yeah, like our counterspells are really dead into Cavern. They get Esper Sentinel, Thalia, Adeline. I'm trying to remember the other ones. They get someone from Aftermath that can give their stuff indestructible. They just get good humans. What are they tanking on right now? Okay. Let's say go. We can pay an Esper Sentinel tax on one of these 2 drops. If they get planes and just cast an uncounterable Adeline, I mean, still an uncounterable card. We will Planar Genesis and pay for it. But, I mean, our only chance in the whole world is our sideboard. We have a couple copies of Fire Magic, but this matchup just seems abysmal. This deck seems really good into the metagame from what I've seen. I mean, Esper Sentinel is great. I mean, all the cards in the deck are pretty great. So we can cast a couple spells, paying the tax once. Oops, misclicked. Yeah, we'll pay for it. Man, we've been whiffing. We've been whiffing together, haven't we? All right, we'll do that. Then we'll ponder. Where are the lands? There's a land. Man, am I supposed to start using Lórien Revealed for its intended purpose? No, right? No. This is 5 mana draw 3. That's all it is, and that's all it'll ever be. Surely, right? Come on. But, yeah, this human deck is just gonna kill this Wilderness Wreck deck. Like I kind of said, I thought this deck was the truth, the way that it just beat up on goblins. That does not make a deck the truth. Being able to beat up on goblins. It just means I'm not playing the jank piles anymore. So it's pretty much let's bring in the fire magics and the dismembers and the stern scoldings and cut the remands, 2 counter spells, a shark typhoon, a Calim, and a third counter. I'll leave in one just because, like, I don't know, it could line up really well with their ritual. But, I mean, it's really have fire magic is the plan. I would love to play first. I mean, on paper, it's good, right? Start with Hall, so it'll come in untapped. Hall into Ponder. But yeah, no, their deck seems a little better than mine, I would say. I mean, I'm kind of taken aback at how much fun I've had playing historic. I'm going to lose this game, but I'm still having fun. We're gonna take Genesis and Ponder because we're gonna get 2 of those. Yeah, I mean that card's really good. So are we just shocking that? I believe we are. Shock and Ponder. We don't have any use for it right now. But I think we'll do that. Decline to shuffle. Redraw up our shock. Next turn, we're going to get Wilderness Wreck. They got their thing down. But we're going to get our thing down. So the question is, whose thing is better? Hopefully we can keep creatures off their board. Which makes Birthing Ritual less good. It's an upkeep trigger, right? End step! Recruiter of the Guard? I don't want to have to shoot Recruiter of the Guard. Don't make me do that. Peddler. I mean, we're gonna bolt it, I guess. And then we're also gonna Planar Genesis. So go get green. Hit a land, hit a land, hit a land, please hit a land. Hooray! I mean, we're running ourselves out of basic. We are now out of basics. These vistas are awkward. I think maybe we shouldn't be playing them. I mean, I've whiffed on Vista a couple times. So we're going to get this down. They're going to play this Peddler. In response to the trigger, we'll dismember it and then just playing off the top. If this dies, we'll concede and go to game 3. Oh my gosh. I will pay the way I am able to pay. Thank you for asking, Arena. Oh, we lose. That was by far our best draw. I will pay the 1 for 2 Snapcaster Mages. One of which we will use right now to snap back Bolt to get rid of this Sentinel without having to pay tax. Say go. Oh, wait, I thought it was 2 Snapcaster Mages. This is so much better than Snapcaster Mage. Alright, I'd like to draw 4 cards. That spell can totally be countered. I will counter it. Chad, are we gonna... Oh. How did we do that? I don't know how we did that. How did we do that? Oh my gosh. We get to settle this in game 3? I don't know the... Oh, I guess. I was about to say I don't know the turtles. I was going to guess, like, Raphael, but I had an L. So I'm going to guess Leonardo. I don't be knowing the turtles like that, though. If this video makes it out, and you made it this far, please like the video, please. Thank you. That's my show. What is the opponent thinking about? Scolding on 2 is as good a start we can have, other than just having... What's it called in our hand? Fire Magic. Like if they play Adeline. Like anything they play here. Oh my gosh, anything except that. Okay. Okay. I mean, they can take the wreck. I know what they're the most scared of. I don't think it should be the wreck. I think that's wrong. Okay. I mean, we'll shock this in and pretend like we have Counterspell. I said we'll shock this in and pretend like we drew Counterspell. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shock this in and pretend like we drew Counterspell. Okay, I mean, we need to reduce the number of creatures on their board from not 0 to 0. This time, I think that takes correct. I'm going to shock this in and say go. If they attack, I snap Stern Scolding. Okay, I still snap Stern Scolding. I mean, that kind of just means no attacks here. Ah! What? They had Exalted. They should have attacked. Bad play, opponent. Chad, are you seeing this? I think I'm pretty dead. What that is? Oh no. Yeah, this is definitely not the deck I thought it was going to be. When I said I wanted to play their deck, I think the Birthing Ritual version that they're playing is way too cheeky. I believe the best way to play is by having a lot of humans on the battlefield. They're getting up to some cool stuff. I mean, they're like dead to a fire magic. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You may turn my Juggernaut into a Juggernaut. Go ahead, opponent. I do not have Consign. Should I have gotten Consign? I don't know. They're gonna sack this for something. Who knows what? Oh my gosh, they whiffed. Juggernaut. No attacks, I go. No. Oh, what? Where'd they get that from? When did they even play that? What? What? Ah. I mean, I'm still really good if I draw a fire magic. Should I shock something just to get my chorus up? There's no way, right? There ain't no way. Birthing Ritual is very good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Indoor. This is legal? Oh, man. They're rolled up. And I can't even counter their stuff. Maybe this deck should be playing Haywire Might. Shoddy, get off my battlefield. Why do they buff Haywire Might in any format? I will say, if I draw Fire Magic, I still think I'm okay. I'm not good. I think I'm okay. Because I think they have to do that. Understood. Have a nice day. You can have it because I can't do anything about it. What'd they do that for? Ah, they figured out how Exalted works. I'm really, really dead. But their deck is cool. And I've just been seeing tons of cool decks in Historic. I can no longer win. So this is that Aftermath card I was saying that can give all your things hexproof and indestructible. So that'll do it. That'll do it. Bad showing for this deck. Like I said, I built it. My arena collection is quite substantial. I have very little difficulty putting decks together, but I know, subtle flex. I put this together because it just killed goblins, and I was like, man, this deck seems like the coolest thing ever. Well, it's definitely not, and it's definitely what it is. But when it wins, it feels so nice. It feels so nasty. It's like, ooh, I spent 1,000 mana this game. How many mana did you spend? Yeah, I cast a 2 mana draw 6. What did you do? With this hand, I didn't do anything. Turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, I mean, that's a key. We'll give it a Deluge. I wish I knew. Like, if this was game 2, I could make the decision on if Deluge or Shanty is the ship. I don't know. It looks like I made the wrong decision. Ooh. So there's a chance I turn 3 it if this hits a land, which has not been happening, and I top deck a land. Maybe I should have done this main phase. Slick Shot show off. Alright, I'm going to cast this. Dog. Dog, be so for real right now. So we ponder. Come on. This deck is like 50% lands. Okay, I would not like to shuffle. Shoot that right now. Don't want any funny business. Say go. We can catch up on cards real easy, like. If they cast stock up here. So, like, we get to go shock, wilderness wreck, him. Like we could definitely just die. Oh, we're hemming into him. I mean, we're about to die with so many cards in our hand. It's gonna be insane how many cards we're gonna have in our hand when we die. I would say our death percentage is over 50%. I would say it's right at 50%. I'd like to draw 4. See how many cards I have in my hand? Who's winning? Who's winning? Is it them who's winning? Or is it me who has 8 cards, 7 cards in my hand? Who's winning? You know, sometimes in Magic, you can win the game or you can win the game. You know, who was winning there? If you think my opponent won that game, so be it. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I think we're gonna go ship the slow cards that are slow. Ooh, I'd rather have one of the I don't know. I don't know. This may be the last time I ever play this deck ever. But that's okay. Wild West out there. Speaking of Wild West, oh my gosh, what a transition. I watched Django Unchained last night. I'd seen it once before. It was better this time, but it's still not my favorite Tarantino film. Uh, I watched it because I watched Reservoir Dogs last night for the first time. Excellent, excellent movie. I mean, I'm not gonna say probably anymore. I had been saying probably. Definitely my favorite Tarantino movie. I've slept on it now. It is excellent. If you haven't seen Reservoir Dogs, I personally recommend it. Man, people are just siding in hate for Snappy. Um, I just don't care. They're claiming to have like Remand. Stop on my own upkeep if you'll have me. That's peculiar. Let's go get a blue source. Blue source. But yeah, Boomerang Basic seems pretty good against Wilderness Rack. It's too bad I don't have a way to protect it. Let's shock this land in and pretend like I drew counterspells. Hooray! What? Hooray! Do it again. I want you to do it again. Oh my gosh. I like being mana efficient. I don't think they think I have something, so. And if I don't think they think I have something, then I think that if they think that I don't think that they think I have something, that they'll let me let that resolve. That's the lines that LSV thinks when he's in the Pro Tour. And that's why I am a streamer and you are a viewer. JK, 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 JK. I don't stream. Yeah. I will block with my Loch Mare. Deal 4 damage. It's gonna be a 4/5. I will float green. Yeah, resolve. Green and 1. Planar Genesis. To put Triome in play. I'm just so greedy when it comes to putting in lands off this. Maybe I should do it a little less than I do, but what are you going to do? Deal 4 to this? In response, draw. In response, draw. Oh my gosh, the deck builder was right. Loch Mare is the truth. I don't know what opponent was doing that game. Maybe they should sideboard in more Grafdigger's Cages. I think I should have just conceded when they cast that, but I thugged it out. Reservoir Dogs, go watch it. It's kind of the theme of this video. Um, love watching me a movie and rating it on Letterboxd. If you want my Letterboxd, you can't have it. It's too bad. You wish you could see my movie comments, opinions, and thoughts, but no. Under lock and key. That's for those near and dear to me only, exclusive. If someone starts a Patreon for me and they text me every day, please, like, I give you $100 a month. I just want your Letterboxd. Nope. You either find it naturally, you got to be one of the real ones. Likes me for more than my fame. Good game. They are saying good game. The game has yet to begin. And they are saying good game. Do it like that. The game is yet to begin. And they say, and they look upon me and they say to me, good game. How are they to know if it is to be a good game? Ooh, sorry. Sorry, YouTube. You didn't see that. You think YouTube saw that? I don't think YouTube saw that. Cool, brah. That's cool. And I'm not sure, brah. That movie? Man, if I was just letting people know about my Letterboxd, I'd let you know what I think of that movie. Thought I had Counterspell. Oh, there it is. What's that even say? It just doesn't have trample anymore. And I'm not sure, brah. Okay. I'm gonna do it right now. Uh-oh. Oh my god. That seems so incorrect. Why did they do that? They thought I had some sorcery speed removal? Like, why would you do that? We'll do it right now. There's no way! Dude, the MTG auto tapper's really been getting to me recently, man. I needed that one to resolve. So now what? Okay, we get a new one. We get to cast the new one. And I don't know what else. Emberheart spell or ability you control for the first time each turn. Okay, I mean, I suppose we're gonna let them attack me if that's what they decide they want to do. Okay, good non-Calim there. Another shock. It's probably pretty good. And another snap. I shocked that. Okay. Say go. This is a huge problem for me. What are they getting back? Boomerang basics? Burst lightning? Burst lightning. Boomerang bait. Bounce my Snapcaster Mage. I want you to do it. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll Calim here just to loot. Okay. Counterspell is a good draw. We will say go. This is going to be down to the wire last match here. What does Counterspell it? Please, consider the following. It's like I'm Bill Nye. Alright, so we know they have Boomerang basics in hand. Chat, what are we doing here? This is so suspicious. I'm going to do it now? Like, why are they giving me back a Snapcaster Mage? You say nice, but you were giving me one anyway. So, like, what was your end game there? Okay. If they, I mean, when they ult this next turn, that's what the game's going to be about. Do I ponder, or do I hold up Stern Scolding? Well, I know what's next. So I guess I'll hold up Stern Scolding. Like, I don't really want them doing two things. That's the thing I suspected they may do. What's in the yard? So currently, Harmonize, or that's the card I meant. Currently, this is a 2-mana draw 5. So I guess we'll start with that. Land per turn. Combat. Say yo. This one's gonna be down to the wire. Let me tell you that. I mean, they're kind of on a couple turn clock at the same time. I don't know. Alright, they're thinking. They're thinking over there. They've informed me. This just in, opponent is thinking. That's pretty smart. Does opponent have that? Yes. Go for it, opponent. So I cut the Shark Typhon. So killing them is going to be a problem. This one you may not have, opponent. This one you absolutely may not have. I like all the tapping so far. Yeah. Get yourself an otter, though. Keep the change. I'd like to draw 6 cards, please. That was pretty sweet. I mean, I can just cast both of them. No. Okay. Plan is in place. Word. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. The plan continues to be in place. Plan involves this card being a land.
Poggers. Okay, we got it.
Boom! We're going up the ladder! Alright. So, I guess the verdict is don't play this deck. But I had fun. If you had fun, like the video. Thank you. Goodbye.